All right, I would like to welcome you all to our newly certified WBE onboarding session. So for all of you, I'm assuming that you are either fairly new WBEs or you've been around for a little while, but you just wanted to kind of get a refresher on all of the perks and all of the things that you all get by being a certified WBE. So we are excited to have you all here. My name is Dr. Kitiana Lowe. I go by Dr. K, and I'm the Director of Programs and Events here at WBEC ORV. And before I introduce our wonderful facilitator today, I want to take a moment and let me share my screen. And I always like to take a moment to introduce everyone to the team. So that way, if you happen to see us out and about, then you know who you're seeing. And so our current interim president and CEO is Chuck Hendricks. Our chief operations officer is Dr. Frederica Singletary. Since you all are certified, hopefully you have seen the notification that went out last week or week before last. Actually, it was a communication. So Frederica is actually going to be our new CEO. So within the next month or so, Chuck will still be with us in terms of support and things like that. But Frederica will be moving into that role. So we're super excited to have her remain with us and move over into that president and CEO position. Our fractional CFO is Jackie Jordan, and our fractional CHRO is LaCosta Moore. Our Senior Director of Marketing, Communications, and Engagement is Courtney Martin. And then our certification team, who you all should be very familiar with, led by our certification director, Colleen Rudisell, our certification manager, Robbie Moore. We also have a certification specialist, contractor, Anita Steele, who works with that team. And then on the corporate side, we have our corporate engagement manager, Devin Davis, and then our administrative assistant, Morgan McDonald. So we are a mighty and ever-growing team, actually. I feel like every time I pull this slide up, we've done something different with it. So ever-growing team, and we work diligently to do all things that you all need to support you with your certification, support you as business owners, with our program and events and things of that nature. So that's a little bit about who we are. And then your presenter for today is Angela Morrow. She's the president of Lubisource Inc. She is a wonderful and dynamic WBE. I don't even know, Angela, how long you've been certified. I feel like you've been certified for a while now,
8 years.
Yeah, yep. And so she does a really great job of not only leading her organization, but also assisting us as we lead our organization, and just as a really great wealth of information, right? Angela's always willing to step in and help out with our WBEs and direct you to the right people if she doesn't know the right answer. And so she's going to walk you through our presentation today and just kind of talk to you about all of the things and all of the benefits that you all get as being certified WBEs. So Angela, without further ado, I will turn it over to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. K. Hi, everyone. My name's Angela Morrow, president of Lubisource. And we do automated lubrication equipment, system design, maintenance services, located in Middletown, Ohio, and we've been established for over 20 years. I love being a part of WBEC ORV, our regional program office here in Ohio, that covers Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia, and we'll talk more about that. But it's also great to be a part of a super national network too, called WeBank. All right, so congratulations on your certification. I know it took focus. I know it took, oh my gosh, I just got to cross that finish line, because it does take a little more time, but it's worth it. So what we're going to go through is we'll go through WeBank overview, which is the national organization and how that ties into a network. And then we're going to talk about opportunities, how to get engaged, and resources. I'm going to share with you frankly, okay? And kind of some of the, things, so you don't have to take another year to learn about it like I did. So I'm going to try to give you some inside scoop. So WeBank is a national organization, 20,000 plus Weebies are certified. It is the hardest certification to get, just so you all know that. You have to be 51% owned by a woman, but owned and operated. So it's a very strong scrutinized. So when you go shopping and you see woman owned or you see another WeBank certification, you know that it is really woman owned and woman led. There are 550 plus corporate members. So right now you might not see a lot of corporate members on the websites. Don't be afraid of that or be nervous. There are a lot of corporates that are engaged that do a lot of education, programming, and sourcing through this channel. And there are 14 regional partner organizations. What does that mean? That means the United States for WeBank is divided into 14 smaller regional program organizations so that people can connect locally or closer than always, coming at it from a Washington, D.C. standpoint. So if we go to the next slide. So these are here are the RPOs. So you see us, WeBank ORV, we're there in the maroon, Ohio, West Virginia, and Kentucky. Anyone here from West Virginia? Anyone here from Ohio? Okay, I'm not. Anyone here from Kentucky? I call people out when I don't see them put their hands up for any of the three.
I was
Well,
born in
we could
Kentucky.
potentially have some people that are joining from other RPOs as well.
I'm from Ohio. I tried to get
Okay.
my hand up fast enough.
I'm from Ohio as well.
Okay.
I was born in Kentucky. I don't know if that counts.
That's great. Then you can see all the other RPOs here. And you're welcome to so you'll learn about the programming from WeBank ORV, Ohio River Valley. We have WeBe Connects. We have great Catch the Wave. There's a lot of great webinars and great programming, a very strong community being pulled together. But you're also welcome to participate in other RPOs programming. So like, for instance, GLWBC, which is Michigan and Indiana. I've gone to some of their conferences. Love it. You can also, I've participated in WeBank West. They've had some utility conferences and utilities matchmakers that I've participated in.
All right.
So I'm just
Yes.
saying you can take advantage of the entire network, all the RPOs, and then WeBank National also has national programming that you can take advantage of. So you're starting here, but it's all opportunities. Well, hey, Erica, you're in New York. Thanks for joining. Okay, so there's a list. Dr. K, does this PowerPoint go out to everybody? So you have a list here, and I'm sure Dr. K is going to
Yes,
send.
sorry. Yep, sorry, I couldn't get to my mute button. Yes, the list will go out. Sorry, I'm trying to add people in. There's so many people joining. I'm so excited. The email, let me try this again. Sorry. After this session, you will get the recording as well as a PDF to this deck. But I will also go ahead and drop in, Erica, you mentioned you're from New York. I'll go ahead and drop that into the chat as well. So that way you have that information.
Okay, so I would encourage you, first get connected locally, right? This is the people and the women that you can connect with on a local basis and build some relationships and build some support networks. You'll want to do that. And then once you get established there, you can always participate in the other ones. All right, so it's very important how you represent the WeBank brand. You have on WeBank Link 2.0 where you actually did your certification documentations. Please make sure to review the brand guidelines. Okay, that woman owned down there, it's so cool. It's so cute. I like it better than the one in the middle, but that woman owned is for products only. So don't be putting that one on your website. It's the other one, the one in the middle there, that you put WeBank certified on your website, on your capability statements, on any of your branding. Woman owned down below, that is for products. Okay. So you have the WeBe seal and the woman owned logo. Did I say it right? Did I do it? Yeah. consumer facing materials, right, is the woman owned logo. Best for consumer facing materials. Marketing collateral and websites. So I'm wrong. I was told one way. Well, I kind of got it. There you go. You can see it. I don't think there is a branding police that's going to come after you. The essence is be respectful, right? You're part of this organization. Do the best that you can to represent and use the branding guidelines appropriately. Okie dokie. Okay, how to talk about WeBank certification. WeBank, singular. WeBank certified. WeBe. WeBees. WeBank certification, WeBe seal, woman-owned logo. Refer to the business as certified. I think this is just good knowledge. I probably am an offender of a lot of this. Just to be transparent, even though I've been certified for 8 years. So this is a learning for me to make sure that I'm watch my language and how we do this, but those are some of the terms. Okay.
I think one thing I'll just add, and I do this all the time, I refer to the people as weebies. You'll hear
Mm-hmm.
me say it all the time, like, oh yeah, we're gonna have the weebies are gonna be there. But the reality, the truth and honesty is that your business is certified, not you as a person. So just keep that in mind, is that it's actually your business that is certified, not you as the business owner. And this is just
Good
a
point.
I know, right? We do it all the time. I know I definitely do it. But this is once again, not that somebody's going to go behind you with a red pen, but it's still important to know, especially if you're sending communication to nationals. You want to make sure that when you send that communication that you're accurate when you're
Yeah.
sending it to them.
All right. So so they're in WeBank 2.0. The link, you have your WeBank certification, and then there's WASB, which is woman owned small business, which is through the government. Do we have anyone? Can you put in the chat? Do we have many people who got WASB certified that want to do government work? Okay, I see you, Erica. I can't see one. Yes, Stacy. All right. Jessica. Okay. So the nice thing is that WeBank Nationals, or WeBank, the National Partner Organization, and the local RPOs, you can be certified WeBank and also then WASB, woman owned for small businesses, so that you can do more work with the government. Next slide. Recertification. Okay, so seriously, guys, this is serious. Just put it in your calendar now. Because it will go fast, and you don't want your certification to lapse or for you to be stressed or put a stress on the certification team. You know, they process very quickly. I think our team is awesome, but just put it now, start it 90 days in advance. WeBank does a nice job of sending out emails, but you don't want to wait till the last minute. A lot of times, if you haven't had any change in ownership or location of the business or different things like that, or too many additional assets, it's just a copy paste, and then you just click, 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 click that everything is the same. And, you certify your affidavit and have it notarized, but it's pretty straightforward now that you've done the heavy lifting. Go ahead. Next slide, please. All right. So this is more about our regional program office, RPO, as you will hear, which is WeBank ORV, Ohio River Valley. So it is a 5013C. And we have 1,100 certified Weebies, or Weebie organizations, or Weebie companies, and 80 plus corporate members. So Our mission is to lead through innovation, collaboration, and engaged group of corporates, government, WBEs, and advocates, and to be a catalyst for that growth and sustainability in Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia. So you will get the most out of the RPO as what you put into the RPO or put into this. If you don't attend or you don't jump on a webinar or you don't, go to the WeBe Connects and connect with folks, you're probably not going to get as much out of it because it's not all about getting business from corporates, but you got to go to events to build those relationships. There's relationships with other WeBe to WeBe. And I have probably a group of about 15 women that I've grown close with throughout this time, that if something happens, I give them a call or they give me a call, or maybe it's not even something really happening. I'm just want to talk to somebody about some things going on in the business. It can kind of be a little isolating, a little lonely owning your business. This is the time to connect with other women so that you have a group of a community to support and build those relationships. It may take a year or two to you find your people, but that's okay. That's okay. Don't get down on yourself. Get engaged, get involved. And I don't know for sure, Dr. K, do we have the newsletter link? You all should have gotten, I don't know if someone called you from Forum. Hopefully someone has called you from Forum. If not, we'll make sure you get this email after this, but it has the link to our local newsletter, so you get everything for WeBank ORV. So you know what all's coming up and going on. And then two, the national newsletter. I mean, those are the two newsletters, email things you want to be in: local RPO, WeBank ORV, and national. So I don't know if Dr. K, if you could put those links in the chat, maybe they could go ahead and register now.
Yeah,
don't have
let me locate the link for them to sign up if they have not already been added. So the newsletter just went out yesterday. So I would say if you did not get it, drop something in the chat and let me know. Like, just, you can put a sad face or a thumbs down, and I'll definitely connect with you to make sure that we get you added on to the added on for the newsletters.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna know what's going on. So in October we had a WeBe to WeBe Connect. And there was 30 some people there, and we got to network, build relationships. We talked about wellness. Okay, so so this is basically put in kind of what I said earlier. Put in your calendar 90 days ahead of time before your recertification so that you start. Okay, don't wait till the last 30 days. You definitely at a minimum want to get it turned in 30 days in advance, preferably 90 to 60. Okay. All right. So we're talking about the newsletter. What are some things that happen regionally that you might want to get involved in? We have Ohio River Valley BDP program. BDP is Business Development Program. It's a 7-month program that you're going through the Kaufman Fast Track program. What is that? Basically looks at, here's how you grow a business. Here are the main components of your business that you need to focus on. And a corporate sponsors this and then takes you through that. There's a moderator. They come in and bring in their leadership and talk about how they do this at their corporate. Then you get an opportunity to work with small business experts to see how this would work for your small business, or depending upon whatever size you are. It's really great. I've done it twice. I did the Procter and Gamble one, and then I did the Marathon Lead program, which was actually through a minority group. So the MBE is my minority business enterprise. I liked doing that because there were men and women in it, but I really love the ORV BDP Ohio River Valley P&G program. I learned so much, and it helped me just to set some foundations that are really important. So if you see that, I'd say go for it. There's nothing like taking one day a month to focus on your business and work on it, not in it. And this will teach you that practice of how to do that. So we have a lot of great regional events, RPO events. We have the WBE Connects. Those are sponsored by women-owned businesses, WBEs, and we make that investment because we all believe that networking is very important. We have Catch the Wave, which is an annual event where we have training, we have matchmakers there. Matchmakers are where corporates come and sign up. You can sit down and you provide them with your pitch and your capability statement, and you look to see if there's an opportunity to do business with them. And you meet with their supplier diversity person. Maybe they'll send somebody that's in purchasing without the supplier diversity designation, but you'll want to make sure you research ahead of time. But Catch the Wave, that's a really good one for that. And obviously networking. Then we have Bold and Brilliant, which is a signature woman of color event. And I went the first year. I loved it. It was very intimate, a lot of great educational speakers talking about how to grow business. And Dr. K, I know you've led that for 2 years now. Would you like to share some things about it? Because I loved it.
Yeah, it's I'm not biased, but it's an amazing event, right? It's a chance for both women of color and non-women of color to come together. Last year we focused on health and wellness. This year we're going to dive a little bit deeper, and so we're making some really great changes to it. It usually takes place in the spring, so like March or April. Um, Mm, mm-mm. April or May because it's Ohio
Mhm.
and we like nicer weather. So somewhere in that early part of the spring is when it takes place. But it's a really great event for all of our WBEs or all of our women business owners to attend.
Yeah, it's good. So, and Catch the Waves in August has been at the end of August. So other regional events you'll see webinars when you get on that newsletter. Got to get on that newsletter. So, here's doing business with these certain corporates. Industry specific events. So you'll see some things with food and beverage, retail, maybe utilities. And if you're interested in different industries, I mean, that's where you could look at other RPOs and see what's going on. There are corporate member supplier diversity events across the region. Those are by invite. So what that means is let's go to these other events, get involved, fill out their portals, then you get invited to those, right? And I will say this sales cycle with supplier diversity, it is about relationships. You are getting to know people at events. You are not hardcore selling to them at events. Okay. In a one on one matchmaker, it's okay. But when you're meeting with them at a table, you're building relationships. You're getting to know each other a little bit. They'll ask you about your business, but don't be like hard pressed. I'm selling here. Okay. Because they're not going to like that. You wouldn't like that. If you sit down by somebody and they have a B2C, business to consumer, and you're at an event and they're trying to sell you, right? So think about how you want to be approached. I think that's super important in this regard. So um yeah, anyway, I think we've kind of gone through this. Your resources, you have WeBank Link 2.0. You can see who all is certified in the whole United States, and you can look up other women-owned companies to do business to business together. All right. When you're connected with WeBank National's newsletter, you're going to see all these really cool products that are woman-owned. If you have one of those kind of products, get aligned with that. Get yourself in that, make sure they know about your products, send your pictures, etc. WeBank programs. So you've got a ton of level of opportunities of programs. You've got them nationally, You've got them locally, and then you've got them also in the other RPOs. One program I'm doing right now, I'm going to Dartmouth, so School of Tuck, Business of Tuck. It's a Tuck executive program, and they're gonna take me all the way through P&L, balance sheet, cash flow, and I've been great at P&L and balance sheet, but I suck at the cash flow sheet. So, we're gonna go through this and start to look at deeper dive into, some things I want to do at the business, but that's free. I just have to pay for myself out there. Food, lodging, and the actual program itself is free. So, and it's free because also I'm involved. Does that make sense? So nationals, when you start to look at doing some of these programs, they're going to look if you're engaged, right? So it is, but I did a energy executive program down in Houston where I got to talk to Chevron and Shell and BP. Like, you want to look for these things. There's a lot of great accelerators. So get involved. WeBank calendar, you can look at that. Act intentionally campaign. I will be transparent. I have not really engaged on that. Oh yeah, I do that informally, right? So that means look for the companies that are corporate members and do business with them on your own as a consumer. I think that's good. Sound advice. I
Yeah.
do that.
And I'll just add, Angela, I think you brought up a really good point a couple of slides ago that I'll reiterate in that point is right now, because of the times, you're not going to be able to go to our website or WeBank's website and figure out who those corporates are, right? Like, you're going to have to show up and meet the corporates and get to know the people. And then you're like, oh, I didn't even realize that even though I didn't see Victoria's Secret on this flyer, but I was about to say 29, but that was just me being an exaggerating number. I see Victoria's Secret represented in the room, right? And so I think that's when you begin to see. So if you had looked at our website a year ago, you would have been able to see all of the corporates. Same with nationals. But right now, just because of the times, we're not able to do that. But definitely, instead of just trying to figure out who all is going to be there, you're going to have to show up to see who's there. Same with our webinars. Majority of our webinars are all recorded, and it provides the opportunity for you all to go back and watch it later. But we do have some corporates, due to their updated guidelines, where we cannot record, we cannot send out the documents or anything like that. And so it's really to the point where you're going to have to see like, oh, I really need to be on this particular webinar and schedule out that time and attend that hour webinar, because it might be gone after that, right? Like, there may be no evidence that webinar took place afterwards. So definitely a shift and change from how we've operated in the past, that we want to be able to have all of you as business owners to adopt that thought process as you're moving forward. Sorry, Angela, go ahead.
No, I think that's great. So there's just a lot of great education. So We Thrive is a digital program to get involved in and can take you through your marketing programs. We Ignite I think is better to do after you've done the BDP program, business development program, because then what you're doing is you're taking and learning how to operate, get a little sticky. You've got chemical industry accelerator. They bring in all the top chemical companies. The same with the energy program. They bring all the top energy companies in. You get to network WBE to WBE, how you can be doing business there, but you also get to network with a ton of corporates in that ecosystem, tier 1, tier 2. We have WeBank Capstone, WeBank Lift. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is the WeBank Lift, and then going to the Tuck Executive Program. And then there's all other communities that you can connect and get to know. And so just a lot of great opportunities. So we'll go to next slide. Okay, here's your event calendar with WeBank ORV. And also signing up for the newsletter. There are some from other regional resources. This is new. I've not seen this before, but I've used them. So you can connect with the Small Business Development Centers. SBDC locator is right there. SCORE. You can receive a coach. And then Economic and Community Development Institute, I really do not know much about that one. I know about the top two, but not the third. Do you know anything about that, Dr. K, number 3?
Yes, so we actually have leveraged ECDI for no, that was SCORE. Just kidding. I was about to say they were our coaches for some of our coaches for BDP, but that was SCORE. I have not done direct work with ECDI recently, but I'm familiar enough with the program. So it is a really great opportunity that they provide a lot of different coaching opportunities to learn about financial opportunities and things like that. So it's really just all three of these are kind of like a value add to add into your business. It majority, if not all of them, provide their services free of charge. And so you can always find a wealth of information by accessing one of those.
Okay, next slide. All right, so we definitely want you to get involved and engaged. So what does that mean? That means attending, showing up, participating, being willingness to be a resource for others. I think that's, yes, I keep these things keep flashing up. So it's distracting me. Sorry. So
Sorry, it's the chat. I'm sorry.
that's okay. Attend events and programs on a national and regional level. Sit at a table where you don't know somebody, right? It's easy to, but bring your cards. I see you all are actively posting in these virtual events. That's good. I would like for us to wrap this up soon so that we can all go around and introduce ourselves. I think that's important. You took the time to be here. Let's get that going. And through engagement, you do have the opportunity to be recognized. And there are leadership roles within WBEC ORV. So every year we do have a WBE star. And that is from each RPO. And each RPO selects one star. This last year it was Molly Zarek from the Boz group. And we've every year we have one, and she's great. And so then you're broadcasted nationally. We have top corporations, and then we have legacy of leaders, which are people who've been involved in the network for a very long time. We do have committees that you all can be participating in. If we can go to the next slide, that's important. Here's our example. So Jill Fry was the Trailblazer Award winner this year. And we have Molly, who's the WeBank star. WeBank Forum, which is where we represent our RPO nationally. I am the chair of Forum. Here locally, I sit on the government committee and sit on the board, but it's all about giving back and investing in women-owned businesses. And those are appointed by our CEO. So Frederica Singletary will be making those appointments, and new opportunities to be on Forum open up every 2 years, and they're based on your engagement. So it's a give to get kind of thing, right? So engagement regionally, there are scholarship packages. So if you would like to go to some of these events, and it might be a little challenging, maybe it's not in your budget for 2026 right now, you can look to receive a scholarship, and you would reach out to Robbie Moore.
So
Moore one. Yeah.
let me just add. So this is actually talking about sponsorship, right? So we do
Oh,
have scholarships. No worries. We do have some
it says
scholarship
sponsors.
dollars.
Oh, I
It does
thought
say
it said
sponsorships.
it says say sponsorship, and I read scholarship.
It's all right. It's okay.
Maybe
But
that's a
we do
subliminal thing
offer
that we need to do.
we do offer a limited number of scholarships for some of our events
Yeah.
if that need does present themselves. If you're in that position when that event comes up, send me an email and we'll get you connected for that. But one of the other ways to get engaged though is to also be a sponsor. of our events. So we're kind of wrapping up now. We're in the latter part of the mid part or the latter part of October. So we're really wrapping up our events for 2025. But we will be sending information out. I'm gonna say probably by the beginning of November. This is really going to talk about all the things that we're going to be doing in 2026. And being a sponsor is a really great opportunity, one for brand recognition, for people to begin to see who you are. Some of those may come with an opportunity to be able to speak from a stage, depending upon the event or different things like that. So it's a really great opportunity to not only support what we are doing here at WBEC ORV, also making things cost effective for attendees, right? Because if we weren't able to have sponsorship, we'd have to pass all the costs to the attendees, and that's just not realistic. But it is definitely a really great opportunity to share your business with others. And I know a
Yeah.
lot of people will look and see who's sponsoring.
I sponsor Catch the Wave every
Mhm.
year. I'm a
Yeah.
sponsor there. One thing I sponsored this year that's not on here is the WeBe to WeBe Connect,
Hmm.
which that is pulling together a networking opportunity. So there's lots of opportunities, and there'll be a lot of new cool packages coming out. But
Definitely.
yeah.
This is what you're talking about with the committees.
Okay, good. All right.
Yes.
So there's corporate engagement, there's certification. If you're on certification, that is private. No one knows you're on certification, right? So no one's trying to slip everyone $50 bills or anything like that, $100 bills or anything like that. You can be on the communications and marketing team. You can be on the finance team. You could work with Dr. K really closely on the programming and events, or you can be on the Women of Color committee team. So there's ways to get involved and to give back. When you get involved in these committees, you get to know other people, you learn the inner workings, you hear about different events going on. You know how it is. It's organic, but it gets you more connected. So here's a survey. You can say how I did, if the information was helpful or not. But I would really love it if we,
Yes.
so
I'm
do
going to
that real
actually
quick.
drop
Do it
this
real
slide for
quick.
a second. I'm going to come back to the survey. I
Yeah.
stopped sharing my screen. I agree, Angela, and let me take your spotlight off. Hold on.
Yeah.
If we can actually go around virtually around, and just kind of introduce yourselves, tell us, who you are. And I see that Don had to step away, so we'll go to her last. Maybe she might be back by then. Just tell us who you are, what your business is, where you're located, and that sort of thing. Maybe even how long
Please
you've
put
been
your camera
certified.
on too.
Yes, if you're able to. So I'm going to start with Erica, just because you're the first person on my screen.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Erica McDonald. I'm the founder and CEO of Engaging New Media. We are a strategic video marketing company. We work within education, so we work with different schools, ed techs, any of that cool and fun stuff. And like I said earlier, we are located in New York and always looking for new partnerships and things of that nature. That was one of the main reasons that I went and got this particular certification. So looking forward to meeting other fellow business women that are going through the trenches just like me. My business is 6 years old this year, and I've been
Congratulations. Yeah.
working. Thank you. I've been working in television and media for over 15 years, so very happy to be here today.
Wonderful, wonderful. And next is Faith Biddle.
Okay, I'll turn my camera on really quick. Hi guys, I'm Faith Biddle. I'm the CEO and founder of Genesis. So we are building an SaaS product using AI to reconcile invoices in real time. So currently still bootstrapping the company. I saw the problem in what I do today. So our focus is a lot of SMBs right now, just as we continue building. Enterprise is kind of a monster to get into, but that's the goal eventually. So yeah, just early stages, building, doing some no cost pilots with some companies to help us build. But really, options are open for pilots in the level of industry. We don't really have a vertical industry lens here. So if anybody struggling with invoice reconciliation, please let us know. And I'm in
Wonderful.
Columbus, Ohio.
Does it do the
Yes.
collection job too? Does it do the collection calls too?
Oh, listen, yes. That's the goal eventually as we continue to expand the reconciliation process.
Perfect. Welcome.
So
Next
I
I will
would
go.
say,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm
Go
sorry, real
ahead. I'm
quick.
sorry.
I would
Yeah.
encourage you to get in contact with, oh my gosh, Claire from, the Period Product Company. Why can't I think of it?
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
yeah. I've worked with her. I actually worked with her at Ohio Health. Um, she does the tampon products.
Yes. So
Yep.
I think she would be someone, if you're looking for VC, angel investors, things like that. I think that she's done a lot out in New York, and she'd be someone great for you to network with.
Is she an angel herself?
I don't know that,
Okay.
but
Cool.
I would just connect with her and have some meetings.
Cool. Happy to. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Sorry,
Next,
thank you for letting me do that, Courtney.
yeah, no, that's really good. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to Courtney.
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Courtney. I am the founder and CEO of the Higher Standard Consulting and Ed Services. We are an organization that supports individuals with disabilities from school age through geriatrics. Our growth opportunity right now is in our turnkey SPED services for our charter school partners and private school partners. We keep them compliant by supporting every aspect of the special education process. And we are located, our home base is in Columbus, but we have campuses in Cleveland, and we are looking to expand and scale across the state of Ohio.
Wonderful. Thank you. Next is Stacy Moss.
Hello, I'm Stacy Moss. I am founder and CEO of Staffed Right. We are a full service employment agency. We are veteran small business as well as women small business certified. And our core focus is exiting military service members seeking their next career opportunity, as well as youth workforce development and career exploration and coaching. We also help small businesses scale their personnel needs at lower risk. And our growth opportunity right now is we have an application pending to be on the GSA schedule to do some government contracting work. Currently working in Toledo, Ohio, looking for our first expansion to be just across the border, a few streets away into Michigan. And I have participated in some of the Great Lakes conference since last year. So I've gone to quite a few of their physical events because Cincinnati's a little far from Toledo.
Understood. Understood. Welcome.
Stacy, I just
Stacy,
asked you
yep.
to send me some information on your company. I have got a hire coming up in February, and I'd really like, so that'd be great. Thank you. Put my
Wonderful.
email
Next,
in the chat. Yep.
E. Jeffries.
Hi, I'm Emmy. I'm also in Columbus, Ohio. So my company is Damewood Designs. We are an interior design company that focuses more on the blending of psychology and interior design. So we help small businesses find value in their budgets and get the most bang for their buck. I have a degree in psychology and interior design, so kind of the blending of it and focusing spaces more on human-centered design that actually functions well for you, because a lot of places just focus on trends and not necessarily on the humans that are going to be using the spaces. We also do retail, commercial, residential, a little bit of everything. We've been in business for 5 years and we were just certified last month.
Congratulations.
Welcome. Yeah,
Thank you.
Okay,
congratulations.
so sorry. As we go
No,
through
go
this, I
ahead.
want you to get where I can, I'm going to try to provide value here. I can't do it for everybody. Doesn't mean I'm not interested. Think your business is awesome. But okay, so there are two really big weebies that but one, Kelly Kolar, she is totally aligned to what you do. Kelly Kolar from Kolar Design. So shoot me an email and I will introduce you to her. Maybe I don't know what your business model is if you do collaboration or whatever, but anyway, you should be checking her out too. But you guys would be are like symbiotic there.
I love that. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Perfect. Let's go to, is it Heather Moran?
Yes, thank you. Hello, Heather Moran. I am the CEO and founder of Level Ascent Solutions. I'm based out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Been in business for actually just a little over a year now, and newly certified like a couple of weeks to maybe a month ago. So very recent certification. My company, we are an aerial data and scanning company. So basically using drones to scan different things, mostly infrastructure. So power lines, solar plants, things like that nature, construction project management. I do a little bit of like residential and commercial um, buildings just by nature of if people need it. It's definitely a different market. And yeah, I think that's all you asked for.
No, no, you're fine. Welcome, welcome. Angela, you have anything to add here?
Yeah, so Barb Smith is a woman that's in
Yes.
construction that you could partner up with, right?
Okay.
And she's doing some things in drones too in construction, but I don't know, Barb Smith. Yeah, Journey Steel. I mean,
Okay.
there's room for everybody. So that's how we look at it, and it could be an opportunity to partner up. Who knows?
Thank you.
Definitely. All right, let's go to Brianna Tovar.
Hi, I'm Brenna Tovar. I am the CEO and founder of Caruso and Miller Snow Group. So we specialize in snow and ice management, primarily for airports, logistic hubs, commercial facilities. And I'm based in Chicago, but the work is a bit all over, primarily the Midwest and the East Coast. And I'm in my first year of business as well as newly being certified as well.
So have you connected on like the APEX accelerators? Are you WASB certified?
No.
Okay, so that would be one of my recommendations is to get WASB certified. I think, does she have to wait a whole year before she can do that for the next one?
I would email Robbie and I'll drop his email address in the chat because I know you can actually, you could have selected it when you were doing your WBE certification. You could have clicked the box and had it added on and it expedites the process. But I'm not quite sure what happens to be able to do it after the fact. So I'm going to drop Robbie's email address into the chat for you. And I would just shoot him an email and let him know that, you know, you're recently certified and you didn't think about the you know, adding the additional one in or whatever the case may be. And he'll be able to at least kind of give you some answers there.
Yeah, thank you. I believe when I spoke with someone, I might not qualify for it. So I believe that's the reason for it, but I will double check on that because that could be really good to have. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then
it
we
could
have
just,
a
it could be
webinar.
that you have to wait a little bit longer. So
Yeah, and the webinar coming up on government, it will be talking about that. So WBEC ORB is having a government webinar in November. And then there's a WeBank national government webinar in December. So I would attend both of those and then try to connect with your local Apex person there, consulting. They're there to help you, especially with what you're focused on. A lot of municipalities would need your services.
Perfect. Thank you.
all right. Jessica Brewer. Oh, Jessica says she doesn't have a camera. She's owner of Breckenridge Financial Supplies in Dayton, Ohio. Purchased it in 2023 after working there for 11 years. They're a distributor of custom print and transaction supplies to banks and credit unions across the U.S., hoping to utilize their certifications to grow their product lines with their existing customers. They're also in the process of registering with Starbucks and other restaurants to provide cleaning products to clean their smart safes and other equipment. So they've got WeBank, they've got WOSB, and they're registered on Ariba SAP network as
Good
well.
for you. Yeah. I don't know what smart safes are. Can you put that like, Jessica, you mind answering that? I mean, they're smart safes.
I wonder if I'll wait for her. You know me, I'm just speculating.
Oh, we can go on, but I'll
We'll
just look
see what
for
they
an
say.
answer
Yep.
in there when she gets there. I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
perfect. I'll go to Natajala Ben.
Natalia, how are you?
Natalia, I'm
All right,
sorry.
my name is Natalia Ben. I am based out of Cleveland, Ohio. I am the owner and of Telemind Primary Health and Wellness. It's a nurse practitioner
Mm,
led practice. Pretty much, I try to focus on everybody, but my main focus is the underserved population. Doing a lot of health education, social services, helping people with different things. And I also have a nonprofit, so I also help people like housing, clothing, that sort of thing. Just trying to be a change agent for those who are underserved.
wonderful.
I was gonna say
Welcome.
Lamonda Dye is
Mm-hmm.
in that's not in the exact same space, but Lamonda Dye, and she's also the chair of Women of Color Committee. So you might Google her or ask to get involved in the Women of Color. I know everyone's got a lot of time, but you could be connecting with her. And but Lamonda Dye is someone, she does a lot of background checks, but she is a nurse and she does some working with people who need in-home care
Mm-hmm. Homeless
down in
care.
this
Mm-hmm.
area. But could be some
Yeah.
synergies. Who knows?
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely, definitely. And then I was about to say something else about what she does. She actually says she's in like the or Cincinnati-ish area, and then she also has recently expanded in Columbus as well. She sends out a newsletter, or not a newsletter. She sends out an email actually every Monday to all of the women who are on our Women of Color committee. And so usually, or sorry, to all the women who are women of color that are certified by WBEC ORV. And so she gets an upload of like that new list every month. So if you've been certified for a little while and you haven't seen it, we may want to double check that. But if you are recently certified, you should start to see that within like the next month or so. And then the last person I believe I will have had everybody is Emma Mor Mora. I feel like I'm totally butchering your last name. I apologize.
No, you're fine. Yeah, you did good. You did good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so my name is Emma. I'm located here in Cincinnati. I'm the founder and owner of Delightful Hearts Home Care, where we provide home care services to the elderly and those with the disabilities. And been in the business since COVID 2020, but I've been a nurse for about 20 years now, holding to 20 years being a nurse. And what else? What else? What else? What else? And I just got certified, so I'm excited. So and I think last year I did go to the Bold and Beautiful. It was amazing. So I am really, really looking forward for the connection. It's just I think there's another one too. I was in Cincinnati, so I've really, really loved to connecting with other ladies just in the business and to learn from them. So I appreciate the opportunity.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome. And
Lamonda.
definitely, I
I
was going to
just
say
put
Lamonda
her.
as well. Yep.
Yeah, there's another connection. So anyone in the health industry, you could connect with Lamonda Dyes and Lamonda.
And me and Lamanda, we connected. We together. We got.
Okay,
Good.
Yeah.
that's great.
Good. I think that's everybody. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I did.
And
Nope,
Brenna,
I don't
I'm just
think I
gonna
did.
put this in there. It's Apex.
Thank you.
You should have a local office, Apex office. And that's honestly for anyone here. If you think you're gonna be doing anything in the government space, they are free counselors. Google Apex, find your local office, get connected there. Great resources. And again, I'm going to put my email address in here. And you are welcome to email me. Just put in the subject, please. New WBE onboarding, and then in your name, and then I can look at it and answer. I'm happy to answer question or see if I can get you connected. I can't guarantee or promise anything, but I'm here to be a resource too. And I hope I get to see you in person. versus through the virtual. I hope I get to see you at the next WBE to WBE Connect, which that's going to be virtual for West Virginia, but hopefully,
Yep.
I don't know. We don't know for sure the 2026 schedule yet, or I don't. Dr. K
Yeah.
probably does, but
Still working on everything, so that information will be shared. So before we wrap up, because I know we just have a couple of minutes left, I want to do a couple of things. I want to pull this survey back up. If you are not watching this on your phone and have the ability to pull out your phone, you can scan this QR code and fill out our brief survey. If you are on your phone or driving or just not able to do that right now, that's not a problem at all. When you receive this recap email, you will also see a link to the same survey. So whether you fill it out today or whether you fill it out next week when you get that recap, it'll probably be the beginning part of next week when you receive that recap. I just ask that you fill that out. Either way, it provides us with the opportunity to be able to get your feedback and make fine tunes and tweaks as we continue to move forward with these webinars. And then also, I want to talk about, while you're filling that out, talk about some of the upcoming events. And Angela has alluded to a few of them already. So November 4th is Government Ready Women Owned. It is going to be a 1-hour webinar that's really going to talk about government contracts. So I heard several of you who are in that space, interested in that space, all that kind of thing. So I should see all of your beautiful faces on that webinar because that's going to be a really good one. Angela talked about the ORV BDP program. And so we're going to have an information session on November 6th about that program for 2026. If you scan this QR code, it's going to take you to our events page, and then you can register for any of the events that you're interested in from there. And so we're going to talk about the BDP program for 2026. We're going to talk about what the requirements are in order to be able to apply or to be considered for that. It is an application process. We do select up to 10 participants for that program. And so we'll share more information about that there. The WB Connect that Angela mentioned for the West Virginia area is November 12th. You don't have to be from West Virginia. If y'all just want to come and show up and have some fun virtually, you can come and join us for that as well. But it is an opportunity for our WBEs who are in West Virginia to come together and connect as well. And then on November 19th, we have a Why Should I Get Certified webinar for women of color. So if you know other women of color who are not certified, this is a really great webinar for them to attend to learn more about the certification processes you all have gone through. And so as we look at November and December, we have less events than we usually do, but that just allows us to kind of refresh and reset for the new year. And so by the end of the year, we will have some promo that will go out that will give us all of the information that we have coming up for 2026, and you'll be able to start registering for things then. If you have any questions or anything other than that, please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. I'm dropping my email address in the chat as well. And other than that, I want to thank you all for joining us today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.